glad that you are here. This is another blackout message. I will do readings also, but I work a lot recently, so I can't manage to spend that much of time of tarot reading than I want to. But I have so many downloads, and I just got to download about actually a bunch of old people. But to get to this point, actually it would be nice to see what does it come out in tarot. But the download I got is there is a karmic feminine energy who is highly narcissistic, okay? A very narcissistic feminine energy, and his father, her father is pissed off that divine feminine creates better something that this woman is not doing the same level, and actually this woman has all the financial background to do much better than this divine feminine. And her father is pissed off and wants to destroy the divine feminine, okay? And so if this message is for you and you have a bunch of idiot, narcissistic, old people following you with cars, probably it's your message, okay? I have to tell you that not every old people deserve respect, okay? Because narcissistic people or idiot people who are nasty and destroy others, they become old, they don't become wiser, they don't do anything that is respectful, okay? Only destruction, and that you can't, that you just simply can't respect, okay? So when somebody is highly narcissistic like that, they will only be jealous and hateful, that they want their youth back, and they don't like when somebody is younger than them and success in life, and they want to punish younger people like that. This is really disgusting, and a wise person would never ever do that on the first place, okay? So I'm telling you guys, I used to work with old people, and honestly I did some volunteer work, you know, to help people, old people who are alone at home and they need help. And I remember there was two women who was totally the opposite. One, I would say this was a divine feminine, almost like, because she was almost 100 years old and she was so active, and honestly, I went to her too. I had 20 years. I was 20 years old at this time. I was really young. And I remember I went there to help her, okay, to clean up her house, to make her bed. You know, when somebody's almost 100 years old, they can feel the years, okay? So I just went there to help her out, to do shopping for her. And well, the shopping I did, and I arrived, and a whole flat was already tidy, and she made me a brioche and a coffee I loved, and she just wanted to have somebody to talk, and I learned so much from this woman. My God, the wisdom is wow, 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 wow. And look at me, I'm almost 50 years old and she's still living in my heart. Do you understand? But in the same association where I worked, I didn't work, it was a volunteer work. I helped out another woman who was 75 years old, and she came from the first woman went through actually both of the war, the first and the second. Had 2 marriages and I think 8 kids, and she lost everybody. She lost her kids, she lost her husbands in the war, And she was a joyful woman. I'm telling you, she's been through hell so many times during that 100 years. But she was still joyful. She had still joy in her life, and she was so active. She was not a victim, tu vois. So, she didn't have this victim mentality that, oh my God, I had a hard life. And no. And I learned, oh my God, I learned a lot from this woman. A lot. I can't tell you. I'm so grateful to universe that I could got know this woman, because she had amazing effect on my life. And in the same time, this association sent me to another old lady, and she came from a very rich family, and she was highly narcissistic. And it was really difficult to reach her out, because I was already empath and I wanted to help people and heal people. And I remember that nothing was never ever good enough. She didn't do anything else but complaining. I'm telling you, she told me half of her life. I didn't learn anything from it, because she just made herself the victim. Or if she was not a victim, she was a superhero. So the typical narcissistic shit. And she treated me like a shit. And I said, excuse me, I'm coming here to help you. You don't talk to me like that. Oh, M.E.T, you are a young person, you do whatever. I said no. I'm coming here because I do volunteer work, and you don't have anybody to help you, because your daughter lives in whatever country, not in this country, and I want to help you, and you treat me like a shit. So after I told this association, I don't want to go and see this woman, because I just can't deal with the negativity and these narcissistic behavior. You know, when she thinks she is a noble, she's a noble because she's coming from a noble family, and she can treat everybody like shit, you know. And honestly, people like that exist, and when they get old, they don't change, honey. And I'm telling you, they have zero wisdom. Okay, you can't learn anything from this shit. Only one thing, that you don't want to become like them. Okay, that's the only things you can learn. And the other woman who was nice, I felt sometimes bad, because I went there to help her, and she didn't want, she just wanted to talk with me. And honestly, I loved it. And the life lessons she told me, the wisdom what she gave me, my God. And that is, I said, I want to be an old person like her. I want to be like her. Because that is what you can give something to the new generation. Do you understand? But when you have shit narcissistic people who have hate campaigns and behave still like if they are in a college, and they are 70 years old, 60 years old, or whatever, and what the fuck do you want to respect on a person like that? You can't respect anything, because that is nothing else but a hateful narcissistic shit. I'm sorry, this is the truth. People gonna hate me for this, I'm saying. I'm sorry. A narcissistic is a narcissistic. I don't care if he's 20 years old, or he's 100 years old, or 70 years old. Usually narcissistic people won't live until 100 years old, because the hate will eat them up. Okay, so you need to understand that not every old people deserve the respect, because they never ever did anything good in their life. They think they did, huh? Like every narcissistic manipulating others. And if a narcissistic do something for you, you have to pay 10 times more back. Do you understand? So if I feel a narcissistic energy, even if I need help, I would never ever accept it. I would send them in hell. So because you accept the help after you will be fucked up much more. Do you understand? This is a typical narcissistic technique, and usually these are those old people who wants to teach the young generation. What the fuck do you want to teach? Huh? You have no wisdom. You are a fucking hateful, negative, narcissistic, karmic person, nothing else. So we have a bunch of karmic, narcissistic, these are white people. I can see white people, white old people behind the wheels. They're driving cars and they gangstalking maybe. So I think it's a divine feminine. It's a divine feminine. And they are pissed off with divine feminine. And they think divine feminine is a shit. Divine feminine is nothing. These are the type of people who hates, for example, black people. These are racist. These are racist, nationalist people. Maybe they think they are fucking noble because they're coming from a rich family. These are worthless. They have a worthless psyche. Okay? I don't say their soul is worthless, but their psyche is worthless. There is no wisdom, nothing you can learn from it. And how the fuck do you respect somebody who is racist and nationalist? You can't. You can't, because they don't do anything else but want to kill you and hate you. Destruction, hate, and killing. If they can't control your fucking life, because this, excuse me, I have a hiccup. What these type of people want to control your life. These type of people never ever been able to control their own life, because narcissistic people like that, they don't control their own life, but they want to control other people's, because that makes them happy. They need to feel superior to other people. This is a very disgusting spirit that these people embody, and I can't respect old people like that, because they have zero wisdom. Do you understand? And they are big-headed for their money, for what they achieved in life. And when you look at their life, when they talk about their life, you see they haven't been through anything that is difficult. They think they've been through, of course. They think, oh, they've been through so many difficult stuff. And I'm telling you, when I work with old people, I saw that many people who went through many hells, and they talk about it in a joyful way, in a way that you don't feel burdened. Do you understand? When a narcissistic old person talks to you, they blame you. Like if it would be your fault that you are young, you are successful, and she fucked up her life because she was, I don't know what she did, but because the war was there, and you are lucky because there is no war now, and all kind of shit. So I'm just telling you, these guys, that you have to test old people before you put yourself under their authority in a way. Do you understand? Don't fall front of an old person because she or he is 70 or 80 years old, because wisdom does not come with age. Do you understand? A narcissistic will have zero wisdom. It doesn't matter if they are 40 years old, 50, 60, 70 or 100 years old. It won't change anything, and you will learn nothing from them. Only you will feel really upset. You will feel nothing, and you will feel shit. Okay? So don't avoid old people. Just leave them, huh? Those who's like that, and go to old people who lift you up with they love, they care. Well, sometimes it's just the words are caring. Do you understand? So this download, this father figure, I don't know, around 70 years old, and very rich, knows people in government and everywhere, and he's fucking pissed off with this divine feminine. You know, this is the blaming game. You have to find someone to blame why your daughter is not good enough. Okay? And this is typical narcissistic shit. Typical narcissistic shit. That is a karmic woman is narcissistic, it's evident, because I'm telling you, these people bring up a child, they give them everything financially, and they teach them to be superior. And these children grow up thinking this is normal. And they really believe they are gods, they are superior. And then they have to face in life with such an experience that is somebody is much better than they are from something. And they have a divine life, light. What they want to do, they want to take it away, control it. And if they can't do it, they want to kill that person. These are typically the people who does not have any moral or integrity. They have no problem killing somebody. Do you understand? And I have problem respecting people who are destroying children and innocent people. Do you understand? They have no moral value in my eyes. When somebody is hateful and just want to destroy everybody they can control, and they are control freak and narcissistic people. So these male figure or father figure try to block you, dear divine feminine. You should protect yourself, do your spiritual bath, but you should not worry about this, because the universe will fix this. This is, I think they already did, this piece of shit's daughter did lots of injustice in your life, divine feminine. And universe saw it. So I don't care how occult they are, how much they want to steal your essence, your soul, your destiny for his little daughter. It won't work, and universe will destroy these people. And they should be afraid, because why these bitches are doing voodoo witchcraft on you, divine feminine, so you could have an heart attack or heart disease, or block your finances, or destroy your articulation, so projecting their sicknesses on you. Why they trying to do this? They do not realize that the universe is destroying their life, and they are not 20 years anymore. Huh? So what I can see here, many of them will die the next. I'm sorry guys, I'm always saying this. What can I do? I tap into the Zeta, I tap into the Zarkoshek record. That's what I see. These people are marked. These people are marked. 70% of this group of old people are marked. They won't go into 2024. And I don't care how much they want to project their problem on divine feminine. It is done. You don't touch the chosen one. You don't touch your star seed, an earth angel. And your daughter is none of them. Do you understand? Your daughter is a karmic. Your daughter is not the chosen one. Your daughter is not a star seed. Your daughter is not an earth angel, and she will be never. Do you understand? Simple as fuck. I think this old man will hate me, but I give a shit. They're doing all kind, paying all shit up. I don't even want to tap in this shit. They will pay for everything what they done against divine feminine. And now I want to give a bit of the message of source to these people, because I had to understand how Source sees these people, because Source allows these people, but the problem is that these people need to lose this narcissistic psyche. And unfortunately, when they are at this age, 70, 80 years old, it's impossible. They couldn't heal from it during their life. I don't know, but what source show me, because I worked all of my life with kids and I was really good at it. When I saw parents, and I'm telling you, they want to do good, okay? When you've been through so much shit, you don't want your child to go through that. So you practically over-parenting your child. So your child won't have any problem. They won't experience any difficulties. If they have a difficulties, you will solve for them. I know what I'm talking about because I did that with my sons also. And what you will finish up with a spoiled child. A child who thinks he can have everything, she can have everything, she can do anything, and she's a kind of royalty. Do you understand? And now, even now when I work for families where they practically worship the child, and I understand, because sometimes this is a family, you need to understand, sometimes this is people who's wanted to have a child for a long time, and finally it's arrived. I know, because you want the best for your child. And you don't want your child to suffer. You don't want your child to go through difficulties. So you want to solve the problems for them and help them out. But the problem is that with that you create a pervert narcissistic person. And parents do not realize that. You need to develop a wisdom to be a good parent, because overprotecting a child, because giving everything to that child will make that child really spoiled, and it is a perfect space to develop a pervert narcissistic psyche. And these children will grow up with this mentality that they don't know no. If somebody say no to them, they don't know it. If a boy grow up like that, will never accept if a woman say, no, I don't want you. So they will rape that woman. They will go into many kind of crimes, because they do not accept if a woman say no to them. Because as a child, they didn't learn that it's okay if somebody say no to them. Because this is a freedom to everybody, and we have to respect it. And the parents didn't teach this child, because they give everything, because that's the way they love this child. You understand? But the problem, when parents are like that, they will bring up a pervert narcissistic person. But the problem here in my downloads, the father is a pervert narcissistic also. Pervert narcissistic parents put children to high expectation. They do not care what is a real gift of a child. They do not care. They do not care what the child wants. They want to form the child on an image that what they imagine the child should be. Do you understand? This father, instead of launching a campaign against this divine feminine, should sit down and think about that. I'm sure, because every human has a gift or something they are extraordinary of. And if they find that something and they make it better, they will make it into perfection, and they can achieve a huge success in it. And us parents are there to help our children discover what they like, what they want to do in life, and not what we want them to do. Do you understand? After, of course, you have to be realistic, because when you have boys, every boy wants to be a football player and things like that, and you know that just a few will make it. So as a parent, you can say, yes, you can go and do food, but you need to, for doing the food, you need to have good notes in school. So of course we can't let a child you know, whatever he wants to do, really, but you need really wisdom here. But if you discover that your child has a talent in something, an enthusiasm, and he or she wants to do something so desperately, and I'm telling you that there must be a gift there. Do you understand? And this father should accept her daughter as she is, and not getting pissed off that divine feminine is better from something than her daughter is. Because her daughter has other things maybe that she will be much better than divine feminine, because divine feminine talents is different, and divine feminine is not that good on that era. That might, this karmic feminine energy could be if she would have been supported by her parents, and her parents actually would have taught her that no exists. Somebody says no to you, or somebody is better from something than you. It does not mean you have no, you are worthless, but it's normal. That's life. You are still worthy, and you are still really good. But this father is not like that. He is narcissistic. He wants his daughter better than everybody, and if somebody is better than his daughter, he wants to kill that person and destroy. So I wouldn't be surprised, divine feminine, is this shitty father figure. Even they are 70 years old, they might even got a hitman on you. This is a man who can't stand divine feminine, who can't stand divine feminine because she is better from something that her daughter is not that good. Do you understand? And there was lots of occult shit has been done on divine feminine to take everything away from divine feminine and give it to his shitty daughter. I'm sorry I'm talking like this, because these are really, really disgusting natured people, okay? So I don't know, to purify their soul, I don't want to be nasty, but at this age these people won't change, huh? At this age people won't change. Problem is that these narcissistic people project their pain on others. Do you understand? So they think certain young people should suffer, but not her daughter, because her daughter is special, you know. Her daughter is like how much successful he is, and if his daughter is not doing that well, well, it's a shame on him, you know. And that's why they want to destroy divine feminine, because her daughter does not look good on the side of the divine feminine. That's all. I would really be careful, because this man is very old, and universe can take you out anytime. Do you understand? And who the fuck will pay the bill of your daughters, or the cars of your daughter? I'm telling you, if you die, if you are dead. Oh, yeah, she will have your heritage. Oh, honey, your daughter will use it up in a few years. I'm telling you, 1 or 2 years will be nothing from the heritage. What you will leave on her, she will use it up in maximum 2 years. Maximum 2 years. She has no wisdom how to handle money, how to do anything. And after, she will have nothing. She will be a fucking hateful, narcissistic person. If she has a chance, maybe she will find a man who is rich and can use that man for money. But she will be on a prostitute level, because that's what prostitutes do. Use people for money. So these parents don't realize how much they destroy their own children. When you have a child and your child has a job, what the fuck are you giving them money? What the fuck are you giving them a car or a house or an apartment why don't you make them create it themselves? Because that's how they will learn. That's how they will become wise. No, these people are spoiling their children, and they creating pervert narcissistic people who hate and who think crime is normal for them because they are privileged. So even if they commit crime, they can't go to prison for it because they are privileged. They are the supreme. They are the elite because their parents brought them up like that. Do you understand? And well, in England we use expression, I don't know if Americans use it, push. These are the push people. And with push people, the problem is that they might be well behaved when you are in a restaurant with them. They might be, I deal with many push people actually. Well, I won't get in this, but I'm telling you, they show themselves really intelligent, really calm, really educated, really posh, okay? But most of the posh people I know, they were the most hateful people and most manipulator, narcissistic people. Some of them are sociopath or psychopath, and you can't see it. You can't see it because all you can see is this facade, or in French we say facade. What is it in English? Anyway, they just wear a mask that you think they are so well educated, when they have zero moral and zero integrity. And they look down on people on a working class, you know, work really hard, 2-3 jobs. And those people has most of the time more integrity and more moral than these push people. And they treat working class that these are who are the criminals, they steal and blah 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 blah. No, I just don't really like these people. You have to keep up the appearances. If not, you are not respected by these people. This group of old people in my download are exactly like this. But they should be really careful what they're doing because they are old. They won't live forever. Certainly, I can see these people will never ever go into the 5D earth. Never. I could see them driving spiritually the cars, and you look at their face, there is no joy on that face. There is no human expression. It's like robots. These are really bitter, hateful people with a very ugly soul. Because what I saw is their soul is really ugly. They've been like this for many lifetimes. Do you understand? And these people, the dangerous thing is when you let pain, bitterness in your life so much to control you and your soul. The problem is that your soul will transform into something lifeless and negative, and you carry this soul into the next life. That's why the Bible says that don't go to sleep without forgiving everybody, and if you had anger, you put it down, to give it to God. You have to. It's normal. Every human can get pissed off. Every human can get upset. Do you understand? Because it's normal. The feelings you have, the emotions you have, it's normal. But you can't keep it for days, for weeks, for months. And these people keeping it for decades. All the pain they've been through when they were younger. Do you understand? And some of them They think, oh, there is this divine feminine should suffer more. You have no idea. This divine feminine suffered much more than all these old people together suffered. They are so fucking boastful that they had difficult life and they made it and they created wealth and blah blah blah, and they think divine feminine should suffer 10 times more because everything came easily for divine feminine. They do not know divine feminine. They do not know divine feminine. Divine feminine been through more shit than all this bunch of idiot old people together in their whole fucking life. But you know, they don't ask like the daughter of this old guy why she can't go and work much harder, why she can't suffer more. Oh no, that is normal, that everything's come easily for her. Because practically this group of old people put it in the fucking mouth of this karmic feminine energy, everything what she needs. She never ever had to suffer or work really hard for something, because Papa or Mama or the whole, it's a kind of community of people, they always put it, I think it's a big family, they always put it at the grilled chicken in her mouth. She never ever had to manifest or work for it. But that question they don't ask. They just running their fucking mouth over divine feminine who they don't know their life. This divine feminine worked much harder than any of these old people. But if you would tell them in their face, they would grab a knife and kill you because of the hate inside them. These are definitely old people you should never ever learn anything from, because the wisdom they don't have. First of all, they don't have any wisdom. Second, the only things you can learn from them is hate. Nothing else. Nothing else. These people can't teach you to love. These people can't teach you to manifest. These people can't teach nothing to you. They give or add nothing to your life as wisdom because they don't have it. They just feel entitled to have everything that other people has. This is, I can see this man sitting in an expensive car, and when he see a black woman or a black man in an expensive car, the hate is just dripping from him, you know. He could kill that person there, or Chinese or Asian looking person. These old men would grab a knife and would kill these people because he thinks these people has no right to drive an expensive car or have a high profile job or being a leader. Oh no, this is a very racist and narcissistic, I'm a chauvinist, excuse me, it's not an English word. It's a very, well, how do you describe, you know, when well, some of you watching my videos from America, so when you are black, you know what I'm talking about. You face with this shit every day, and I have all respect for you because it's really difficult, okay? But I have impression this divine feminine, maybe I don't know the skin color, but I'm not sure. Maybe this divine feminine even white like them, but for some reason they hate on this divine feminine. But these people, these old people, hate black people, hate Asian people, hate the difference between the skin color, and they look at. If there is a mixed couple, they look at it like a sin. Do you understand? This is really sick mentality. So divine feminine, protect yourself, because this masculine bitch is now after you, because his daughter can't deal with you. Oh, don't worry, his daughter already paid many hitmans, many practitioners, spiritual workers to destroy you, and nothing works. So she's crying to daddy, and now daddy steps in that I will protect my daughter, I will kill divine feminine, I will destroy divine feminine. The big hero, okay? And what is hero about it? I don't know, because it's all shit. So don't be surprised if it's a bunch of idiot old people who's gang stalking you. If you pose the question why they are old people following you everywhere, you have the answer in this message, okay? And you should just ignore them. I'm telling you, these people, you can easily overtake them and leave them in a shit, okay? But I think these people can pay garages, to pay younger people to fuck up your car, or fuck up cause problem at your job, or things like that. It seems to be these are people who knows judges, or knows like police, or people in government, and they contact everybody to fuck up divine feminine. You need to know something. If these old people, any of these old people watching me, you are just a human, and God, universe and source is more powerful than any of your connections, and you will be fucked up touching a chosen one, touching a star seed or an earth angel, because I don't care how dark you are, I don't care how you think you are God, you are not. You are not more powerful than source, God and universe. You can't be, and you will never be. Souls give you a godly, divine, creative power over your own soul, over your own universe. You're supposed to build up yourself with your spiritual power, and like that make the universe richer. But you're not supposed to use your spiritual gift to harm others. Do you understand? And I hate what you have for many decades now. It's okay to have. Everybody can fall into this little sin of hate for a few days, but after a normal person will transmute it and calm down. Don't go that far that they pay I don't know how many hitmen and commit so many crimes. Did you ever think about, if these old people, any of these old people watching my videos, did you ever think about what's gonna happen if everything comes out what you did? You will go to fucking prison. You are 60, 70 years old. If you get 20, 30 years of prison, what the fuck will you do? And here again comes this God complex, you know. These God complex people think they can get away with everything, every crimes. They can kill people, they can destroy people, they can rape children, they can destroy children, and they will be never caught up. And somehow money is involved also in this shit. But that energy I won't get into now, because that will be too long. You need to be aware of these old people, divine feminine. Send the energy back to them and call justice upon them, okay? But respecting the spirituality, because these people just out there to hate and destroy, to play the emperor when they are not. Nothing is divine about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they belong to a church or a Christian community or something like that. But what I can see, they do lots of occult rituals. They do lots of occult rituals, and I'm not surprised. There are many church leaders, and in reality they are the Satanists. And these negative energies, negative entities hide quite well in churches, in Christian churches, and you don't even notice it. So me, I was Christian for a very long time, and I'm telling you, you can get really nasty stuff from your leader if you let your leader put their hands on your head. Normally, the only person who should do that is a prophet or your parents, who you know and you love, and you know there is just good coming from them. I'm not talking here of a narcissistic parent, okay? I'm talking here an healthy parent who wants to have good things for you. And in ancient societies, it's only the parents, before they die, they put their hands on your head and they bless you, and they give they spiritually, they give the heritage to you. Do you understand? Or the prophet had a right to try to heal people like that, or anoint the kings. But then you have Catholic Church, not just Catholic, every kind of Christian church. Then you have Christian churches and the leaders put their hands on your head and you don't even know the life of this leader. Just a position, because of that position, it doesn't mean this is a good person. And you could get really nasty negative energies infecting your life. I'm not talking against Christian churches, you understand? Because when I was Christian, I let them do it also, and my life was fucked up. But you need to understand your crown chakra is something precious. You can't just let anyone touch your crown chakra. I didn't even let my own husband to touch it. He wanted all the time. Later on, I noticed that he was spiritual, but he hidden this information from me for 17 years. And he was always trying to touch my crown chakra, and it was irritating me because I could feel the negative energy. So I didn't let him to do that. After Spirit showed me why I was still not vacant at this time, but still already I was protecting my crown chakra. I didn't like when somebody touched it. So this is really important. Again, I go back, when you are divine feminine, when you are starseed, an earth angel, or chosen one, can you imagine you are with a karmic person? When you sleep, what this karmic person can do to you, especially when they're spiritual. Just transferring energies in your crown chakra or all kind of shit. You need to be really careful. Who do you let into your life, in your house? It's really important, guys. It's really, really important that this is your personal space, okay? Well, if it's happen. If you sleep with the wrong person and have a relationship with the wrong person, well, you can heal from it, and you can pull yourself together from it, obtain your soul back from that person that you give away unconsciously. That is a healing process, actually. When you break up with someone, you have to always obtain back your soul, your essence, and because you share that with a person when you sleep with. That's why men should be really careful with prostitutes. Because a prostitute who sleeps with 3-4 men per week or more, they share, spiritually, they share their soul with everybody. And they have a big mixture of shit as a soul. And when you sleep, guys, when you sleep with a prostitute and you pay for it, you fuck up your own soul, practically. Do you understand? And you give away your divine soul if you are divine masculine. So, anyway, I get back to this group of old people. The message of God, stop. If you don't stop ruining this divine feminine, God will take you all out. And you, just because you have a church and you think you are a church leader, it does not mean you know God. Just because you read the Bible and you give speeches, it does not mean you know God. Do you understand? These people are gonna hate me if they hear this, but I give a shit. This is the message. And Divine Feminine, you pull yourself together and don't give a shit about the opinion of these people, okay? When you talk to an old person, you can feel the divine energy in them. And when you feel the divine love, the divine energy in them, then you can listen. Do you understand? And when you listen, you will feel good. You will feel appreciated. You will feel privileged that you can hear those life stories. You will feel privileged that you can be with that person and talk to that person. And you will feel good. You will feel lifted up because you're learning something. But when you are with shitty narcissistic people, you will feel bad. You will feel little. You will feel belittled. You will feel that they will make you feel you need to suffer more to be as good as they are. And that is disgusting, because true wisdom is not like that. The true wisdom is like, I've been through this. I don't want you to be through or go through the same shit that I've been through. So I give you the knowledge. I'm telling you, I've been through this and this and this. I fucked up my life, this and this and this. Learn from it so you could not fuck up yours. That is divine love. But these people know Divine Feminine has to suffer more. She has to work much harder. Fuck you, you don't even know how much did she work. Some of you, this Divine Feminine is 30, 40 years old and worked more than other people all their entire life. It's like in a community where I live, I was judged also. And just because I was a housewife for a few years, they thought I had an easy life. And for more than 20 years, on a daily basis, and sometimes the weekends also, I worked more than 16 hours, while other people was doing 7, 8. I did the double. And sometimes it was the work really tough, huh? I had to work with autist children, but older also. And that was physics, huh? So anyway, it doesn't matter. Me, it doesn't matter in this story. But I can see that the Divine Feminine I'm talking to, they've been through shit. And these entitled narcissistic old people wants to punish Divine Feminine because they think she should work harder, she should suffer more, and Source does not want Divine Feminine. Source thinks that Divine Feminine been through enough suffering, and now an bit easier life has to come, so Divine Feminine could focus on spirituality and her destiny. And there is a group of narcissistic old shits thinks they know better than God. That's when I say a narcissistic stay a narcissistic. I don't care how old they are. What do you respect on a narcissist? You can't. On top of that, these are racist and nationalist. If they could, they would shot with a gun everybody who's different. They are so fucking hateful. Sorry guys, I need to drink time to time because this hiccup comes back. Anyway, this is the message. Divine Feminine, please be careful and don't let these old people and call justice upon them. Ask the Spirit of Justice to explain what's happened to you and call the Spirit of Justice on these people. And say, you know, when you call the Spirit of Justice, what is the justice for you? Is it revenge? Because a revenge won't happen. When I call the Spirit of Justice in my life, and I said, I just want to get back what they stole from me. And move on and forget about this bunch of idiot people and just disappear from here. For me, that is justice. After the Spirit of Justice does what with these people, I give a shit. I don't care. I just want to get back everything what they stole from me, and I want to move on with my life. Like I could have done if these idiot people would not pick their nose with the lies and manipulations in my life. So when you go with a honest request like that to the spirit of justice, that listen, I just want to move forward, I just want to get back everything what this person stole from me. After you do whatever you want with this person, it's your problem, not mine, I don't care. While spirit of justice starts giving people karma. You understand? But until you are like, why she can have it and me not? This is not just. So I call the spirit of justice because I want revenge. No, that is a fucking negative karmic behavior. You can't behave like that. Do you understand? Right. I finished this. The download was this group of old people. They should be careful because they are old. So old people die very easily. So spirit can take them out very easily. And this old man, if he dies, who will take care of his daughter? Because his daughter is spoiled by the father, brand new car, and after the color of the car is not right, or his Tesla is not something else. Anyway, these are also the spoiled people who are narcissistic, who become narcissistic, and these are the people who says, no, that is the narcissistic who's coming from a difficult childhood. Usually a person, yes, that can become also, but not all of them. Most of them knows what they've been through and they heal themselves from it, especially if it's an earth angel or star seed or the chosen one. They heal themselves, they move on, and doesn't matter what kind of difficult childhood they go through, they become divine and their light will shine. And these people are hateful. They don't like light in people. Do you understand? So they say, oh no, this is a narcissistic person because of the childhood she's been through. Fuck you. You are the most narcissistic person, not divine feminine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just ignore them, divine feminine. That's what you can do. Ask Michael Archangel and all these archangels, angels you work with, or other deities if you are Indian origin or Asian origin, you work with other deities. Just whoever you work with, ask them for protection from these people, and just ask them to clear up the way to go and they occult attack everything, okay? Because these people will feed on your suffering. They want to see you suffer, divine feminine. That is the only thing that gives them joy, and that's why universe is attacking them. Because universe says, how the fuck do you dare to touch my chosen one, my star seed, my earth angel who I send on earth to have a destiny, and I have a soul contract with this earth angel to do something for me on earth. How the fuck do you dare to touch my divine feminine just because you are pathetic, God complex, narcissistic person? These people do not realize how much they're playing with source. And I don't want to be pathetic. I don't want to, because it sounds narcissistic, but I'm sorry. But an earth angel worth much more, or chosen one worth much more than this bunch of old people's life together for universe, God, and source. Because this bunch of idiot old people never done anything on this earth to help out others or change lives. And they don't have any soul contract with source. So all they can do is live a godly life. And if they fuck up something, they try to change it or try being good with people around them. But they don't. They don't. Do you understand? They just become more and more fucking evil. I could see their face. My God, there's no no divinity, no goodness, nothing good on their face expression, just hate. You look at them, you look into their eyes, there is no divine soul. There is no divine soul. I remember this old woman, her eyes was shining. It's like the divine light was bursting out of her eyes. Do you understand? Maybe it was an earth angel. She was an earth angel. I don't know. But at this time, I was not awakened yet. But I remember her eyes were so special. And even if she didn't smile, her eyes were smiling. Do you understand? And when she talked, there is the pure wisdom who came out. This group of shitty old people, even if all of them would put together their knowledge, they wouldn't able to say 1 minute of wisdom that is useful for anybody. Okay? So be careful for these people. Because souls can take you out very easily. You are very fragile. You are not young anymore. And souls can even take out young people. So when you are 70 or more than 50, 60, well, you need to be really careful. What kind of animal is that? What is it? I never seen an animal like that. Oh. Anyway, so I'm telling you guys, when you well, it depends where you live, because Miami, it's really countryside. But in the evening when I get home, there's all kind of animals are appearing on the road that you will never see during the day. Anyway, so these people should ask for forgiveness from God and Source and the universe, because they really fucked up lots of things in a life of divine feminine, and they should ask forgiveness and try to fix their life somehow, because I'm telling you, your life is very fragile, and Source can take it away from very easily. And I don't know why these people think they are indestructible. I don't know why these people think they are eternally God, or I don't know. They really grandiose. They have a grandiose mentality about themselves, and they accuse divine feminine with that. I know because people accuse me also. I know if I have to die, I die for Source, but it's Source who decide, not humans. And if I have to leave, I will leave. I give my life, my soul, everything what I have to Source and God and universe. So I serve them. I know when it's time, I will go, I will accept it, but it's not human who will decide, and it's not dark entities who will decide. Do you understand? So if Source tell me, no, I have to know who I am. I have to know what is my life purpose, and I have to be courageous and self-confident. I am. The problem is that some people mix up when somebody is confident, self-confident, self-assured. They say it's a narcissistic. No, it's a healthy confidence. I never wish upon person bad things. Even if I did because I was angry, after I sit down and I pray and I say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, I was angry, I take it back, and I do everything that I bless that person and blah, 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 because that could happen to everyone, that you are angry, because there is a huge injustice that if just happened to you, and you say things that you don't mean. And in that case, you need to sit down front of Source, front of God, and says, I didn't mean it. I know I shouldn't have said that, so I'm so sorry. But after, you need to fix the situation. But because I read the ether, because I read the Akashic records, and I give you the predictions, and in a prediction there are many people's death I can see. It's not because I'm cursing them. It's not because I hate them and I wish them to die. No, I'm just telling you what will happen. And it is that you realize that God is working in your life. All those people's lives that are around you. So when I tell you this and this person will die, and will die around you, you will know it's God's hand. It's not me who cursing, honey. Are you crazy? I know if I would curse somebody like that,